Uh-oh. What is up, YouTube? I hope everyone is doing well. I want to welcome everyone to Ask a Dev, episode number 12. My name is Krishan, and this is the life of a web developer, and this is the episode where I answer questions that anyone may ask at this moment. But first of all, what I usually do, what is up, Crons? What I usually do is I actually talk about a topic, and after I talk about the topic, I go ahead and take any questions. So while you're listening, go ahead and type in your questions as I answer and talk about the topic here. And so what I want to talk about is, are coding bootcamps, what's up, Bitcode? Are coding bootcamps really worth it? And I think this is a very important question because there are a lot of people. What's up, Adam? What is up, Crusader Rabbits? I've been getting a lot of messages, to be quite honest, even emails on LinkedIn, Snapchat, DMs, and everything. And people have been asking me the same question, even though I've given this answer many, many different times. And the reason I want to talk about this is so I could finally answer it, talk about it, and get it over with. And so what I did, I usually do not do this, okay, guys, because I'm not really familiar with boot camps. I never really even honestly was never interested in a boot camp before. All I wanted to do was teach myself because I never had the funds to do a boot camp. Now the question then is, right, is it worth it? What's the pros, what's the cons, like Bitcode said? And I will go more detail eventually in another vlog far in the future. But I looked online, I was checking this out actually, check this out. I'm on my computer right now, okay? And not military boot camp, coding boot camp. There you go, let me turn this on. So let's see. Where are we? So I'm checking this out right now. Are coding bootcamps worth it? And I was looking at this list, right? And I realized, you know what? I might as well share it for you guys. And since some people probably haven't looked at this, so let's go ahead and look at this right now. And so I'm getting this link. I'll put the link in the description when I upload this video fully. The website I'm getting from is from switchup.org, and this is the list that they talk about. Okay, 63% of graduates who have graduated from a coding bootcamp, not a military bootcamp, 63% of graduates who have actually graduated from a coding bootcamp have reportedly received a raise in their salary. Meaning, for example, for me, I went from like $18 an hour from my previous job, and now I'll tell you this, I can't say how much I earn here, but I do make more. How about this? I make more than $50,000 a year. I make quite a bit more. There you go. And so and so even I myself, just from teaching myself code, of course got a raise bump, but I didn't go to boot camp. I did that from teaching myself. It says that in 2015 people, I'll put the source. I'll put the link in the description. This is a live video, Crusader Rabbits, so I can't post it, of course. Anyway, so in 2015, about 63% of the people who graduated got an $18,000 increase in their salary. In 2016, about 63% of the people who did graduate from a boot camp received a $22,700 increase in their salary, which is kind of insane. That's a big jump, and that's actually one of the jumps I received. But let's see who's in here really quick. What is up, Dante? What is up, Mohammed, Caesar? Thanks, man. Right now, I'll answer these questions later. Anyway, let's keep going down. Now, number two. Okay, number two, it says 80% of graduates were satisfied with their bootcamp education. That's pretty cool. Hey, by the way, guys, thank you for whoever liked this video. If you guys are watching, again, I would really appreciate it if you liked the video so we can help this video go out to many people who are wondering about bootcamp. But anyway, back to number two, 80% of graduates were satisfied with the bootcamp education. 15% were not happy with it. So when you compare it, 80% compared to, 15 or 20% out of 100, a far majority of them were very, very happy with what they learned from a bootcamp. Caesar, I will make a video for teens, man. And what's really cool about bootcamp is when you think about it compared to like a university to a community college, the great thing about a bootcamp is that they tend to have smaller class sizes because not many people can always afford it. For example, an average class size, it says here, is about 30 people. Average class size of a boot camp is about 30 people, which is pretty much like a 1 to 3.8 ratio per instructor, which is great. So you have your own tutor every single day that you can get in contact with, which is pretty cool. You know what? Since people are asking, my favorite branch in the military was the Marines. My MOS was gonna be a radio operator. I almost joined the Marines a couple years, actually in 2000. 5 because my teacher wasn't a plane that hit the Pentagon 9/11. Unfortunately, through the medical reasons, they wouldn't let me join. I lost 50 pounds for that. Anyway, let's go back into the topic. All right, let's go down. Number four, it says this: coding boot camps are far cheaper, accelerated option than learning code at a university, which I 100% do agree with. Okay, honestly, I have friends who went to USC. She paid about $120,000 in student loans at USC. She got a computer science degree. Now she does work at Google, and she does make like I think $130,000 a year now. But again, she had to pay $120,000 in loans to go to school with interest that could easily go up to $200,000, $300,000, including interest. But when you go to a boot camp, usually what you pay for boot camp is less than $10,000 in a span of 2.5 months. Even just one class at a good university that'll teach you code will cost $3,000. Right, and imagine that amount of going full time with 12 units or whatever. So a boot camp compared to college, of course, it's much cheaper, especially when some boot camps have a very high success rate in regards to getting a job. Let's see, number 5. Oh, okay. I'm not sure if any women are watching right now, but it says here, women are learning how to code and represent 40% of the boot camp alumni. So there's a lot of women stepping up the game, getting into here. Cool. Okay, here. This is something very interesting I had no idea about. Number 6, what it says is this. It says the bootcamp market is growing so fast with a projected 100% growth rate, meaning there are more people enrolling every single year. Sorry, Big Code. Wait, Coding Face is doing a live video right now? Oh, shoot. Now I feel bad, man. I had no idea. But yeah, so those are one of the cool things. It's like, honestly, it's getting hot. A boot camp does have a lot of positives. If you guys didn't know, and I'm sure you do if you guys watch him, Aaron and Beta right now, he went to boot camp. He went to boot camp for about 3 months, and he got a job in 30 days. So from, let's say, January all the way to April, he became a developer. Now he's working with a startup. He's the main developer. I think he's one of the main, if not only developer at that startup. And now, he's treated very well. He's very, he's busy like crazy coding, but there's a lot of benefits in that. All right, let's go down to the questions now. Let's go back to the questions. All right. But thank you, guys. All right, so let's go back here. Cesar Lara is asking, hey Chris, what is your biggest aspiration right now as far as your coding goes? I just want to learn PHP. I want to learn PHP, JavaScript, be really good at it. But I do want to get familiar with Ruby, maybe Ruby on Rails. Ruby on Rails isn't as popular as it used to be, but a lot of companies still use it. And so I think Ruby on Rails is something that you could definitely focus on maybe far in the future, but learn Ruby. Ruby is very popular. Okay, let's see. Let's keep going down. Other questions. What is up, Samuel? What's up, JH? Let's see. What is up, Gabriel Rodriguez? Hey, Chris. This is great because I was actually thinking about doing one of these, of a boot camp. Oh, that's cool, dude. Yeah, there's a lot of boot camps out there, but I think what's really important is that you research the boot camp. You look at the graduation rate, possibly. You look at how much it costs. Look at testimonies. Look at their Yelp. Maybe there's a reviews on them. Google them. Check up on everything about them before you decide to go. Okay. Caesar's also asking a lot of questions. Chris, what are you most proud of? Inspiring others to become involved in coding through YouTube, or actually having a job that you wanted and that you feel comfortable in? What am I most proud of is, number one, is that I really make sure to put God number one in everything. That's what I'm most proud of. Number two, number two is that I put myself in my position, but I did not do everything. I even though I put all this effort to get to where I am today, the reason I am here today is because of God. But really, when you're asking the question in regards to if I'm more proud of YouTube or becoming a programmer, I'm really proud and thankful to have being able to do both. To be, fortunately, I think in my niche in regards to a vlogger / developer, where you talk about code, no one else does that. Well, I was the first to do it, and I'm actually number one in this niche right now. When you Google or when you search web developer on YouTube, I'm number one on that. 2 or 3 of my videos pop up on that, and I'm just very humbled by that. So I'm very proud of both. Okay, Mohammed is asking this: how can you transition from a different industry to web development? You just go into it. That's it. You just go into it. You keep learning. Yes, just like a Crusader Rabbit said, if you guys haven't yet, I would really, honestly, really appreciate it if you guys can like this video. The reason I ask that isn't because I just think I'm cool, but when you guys like this video, what happens is that YouTube sees that, and what they do is they share it with many other people, which would be awesome. Okay, let's keep going down. Yes, I agree with Crusader Rabbits. If you have the money, do a boot camp. Now, let's say you are in the position to take a personal loan. And you research that boot camp and have a very high success rate. And then what I would do personally, if I was in that situation, I wasn't before because my credit was bad in the past. I couldn't do that. But if I had the money and the funds, I would have went to a boot camp. I think it would have been easier. But fortunately, with my situation, I got hired in 3 months anyway, and all I spent was $75 on Treehouse. All right, what is up, Rob? Okay, Samuel. What? Okay, that's about physical boot camp. All right, Mike. Any more questions? Bitcode says he was on Coding Face's live session and then went to mine. Sorry, man. Okay, Gabriel Rodriguez is asking this: would you recommend self-learning versus bootcamp? If we had to choose between self-learning and bootcamp, again, it depends on your situation. If you don't have the mental discipline to teach yourself, force yourself to learn code, I think bootcamp is the way to go. If there's a bootcamp that recommends or guarantees I'll help you get a job within this amount of months, if not, we'll give you a partial refund, I would do it. But I think it really depends on the situation. Honestly, if you don't need bootcamp, if you are that hungry, passionate, and you think you could do it on your own, then I would do self-taught, to be honest. But again, boot camps are very beneficial. They do have a high success rate depending on the boot camp, and I'll probably do a review on a boot camp in the future as well. Yes, Mike. Mike's asking, do front-end developers have to be on call? I am on call because I could access our servers from anywhere in the world, and I am on call every once in a while. Do you have a testimony to Christ's video? If not, would you make one, Bitcode? Potentially in the future. Rob Bear, do you get a certificate at Treehouse? You do, from the tech degree. Yes, Brandon, what's up, man? Welcome to the live stream. All right, Samuel. Okay, let's see. Nope. Okay, so Brandon said he just started doing Team Treehouse already, learned, and it's legit, and he's learned a lot in weeks. Hey, that's awesome, dude. What's up, David? Okay, actually, I was speaking to my senior developer today. He was helping me get a little bit more comfortable working with the terminal. I'm using the Map app to work with the terminal and set up my own PHP server on my computer. And I told him, he was asking me, Chris, where are you learning PHP from? What is up, Chloe? What's up, Golasso? He was asking me where I learned PHP. I told him I was learning on Team Treehouse. And he recommended me to actually learn code on Code Academy. And I'll tell you this, you guys know me. I love Treehouse. I support them. They don't sponsor me or anything, but I talk about Treehouse all the time. But based upon our senior developer who is like a master at PHP, I could be honest, I love Coding Phase. He's awesome. He's my homie, but he's like 10 times better than Coding Phase because my senior developer has been doing PHP ever since he was like 14 years old. He literally created everything in this company right here. Everything. Like, he's the reason that this company is doing well now is because of the apps he created. And so he told me, Chris, there is a developer on top of me, and there's another developer who NASA wanted to hire, who NASA tried to take away from us, and did it successfully, actually, because they were so good at PHP. And where did he learn PHP? They learned PHP at Code Academy. I had no idea he could do that. And so if you want to get a job at NASA, learn PHP at Code Academy. Treehouse is good. It's not bad at all. But what Code Academy does is they teach you how to work with GitHub. They teach you how to make a server on your own desktop so that you can, work on your own projects. And so I haven't tried Code Academy, but you know what? I will check it out. I'm going to check it out actually on Friday. And so I'm looking forward to that. Okay. Any more other questions on here? Okay, Glosso, what tracks did I do on Treehouse? I did the front-end developer track, the full-stack JavaScript track, and I'm on the PHP track right now, although I went off track for a little bit because I've been very focused on front-end at my work. Okay, let's see. Hey, Bitcode, ignore Samuel. He's trying to troll you, bro. Okay, let's see. Code Academy is the best. That's why I learned web development. That's cool, Chloe Wilson. Any more questions? Okay, quick question from Brandon. He's asking, Chris, do you feel like the market is oversaturated with people who are trying to get into coding. And also to add to that, what are some things I can do and learn to make myself stand out? That is a very question. Is the web development field getting oversaturated? Are there too many people learning code? And I think this is something a lot of people want to learn. By the way, I have to leave in 5 minutes, guys. I think the way you can really understand it and look at it is in regards to the NBA. How many people in the world want to become an NBA player and make millions of dollars a year? A lot of people. How many people in the world want to, be a soccer player, a baseball player? And in regards to that, only those who are most passionate, those who put in the hard work, those who have the mindset to keep training and to keep learning and to stay humble and ask for help and how to improve, those are the people, unless you have genuine talent like my senior developer, he was just a teen prodigy. It's really anyone can do it. And yes, there are a lot of people learning code right now, but to be honest, how many people of those who are learning code are actually good? To be honest, guys, not many. Just because you go to Treehouse doesn't mean you'll be good. Just because you go to Code Academy, just because you go to Udacity doesn't mean you're good. Now, if you go through a boot camp and you graduate, you're going to be better off than someone who taught himself code on Treehouse. You're going to be way better than someone who taught himself code on Code Academy. Why? It's because you have people training you, mentoring you. They give you even better examples and real world life projects that you would need at an actual company. So, what was I talking about? Yeah, so in regards to that, there's a lot of people learning, but not everyone is good. Not everyone continues. Not everyone is good enough to get a job. I received so many applications from many people to join my company, but a lot of them just aren't good enough. So it's like that with everything. There's a lot of people becoming lawyers and doctors, but it's only those who put in the most effort, who are the most passionate, that will succeed in the end. Yes, Luthiv, I think online boot camps are legit too. I'll make sure you research them up. And I think that they can work out very well too. All right, let's keep going down. All right. I do not live in the Bay Area. I do not live in the Bay Area. Let's keep going down. Dang, guys, I really got to go. 3 minutes. What about online boot camps? What are your thoughts on that? I think online boot camps are legit as well. What is up, Godless Monkey? I'm doing good. Who else is on here? What is up, YTA? Okay. Let's see. Chloe Wilson. Oh, stuff. Chris, I went on a site that your code backs from learning code. I forgot the site's name though. Code Academy? I'm not sure which one. Average salary front-end developer, back-end developer, front-end developer, junior is about 45 to 60K a year. Back-end is probably about 50 to 80K a year, depending on where you live. It's a good question. All right. Max said, yes, face-to-face boot camps are probably good, but online is not great for support and mentoring. I honestly can humbly disagree with that. The reason I can humbly disagree with that is because, there are boot camps, like in-person boot camps, who are not that good. There are boot camps all around the U.S., if not the world, mainly California and New York, where, those boot camps are just after your money, not really there to genuinely help you. Now, there are online boot camps out there who are genuine and who actually made the company because they want to help people. And so there are boot camps online who are bad. There are boot camps, you go there in the flesh and they're bad too. But there are also good boot camps on either side as well. So I think more than anything, it's important to actually look at, the company and check it out. What is up, new scientist? You went first today. Yeah, Udacity, Chloe, Udacity. That's probably it. All right, guys. All right. Last message from Dirty Harry. Guys, again, if you haven't yet, please like this video to get this out to more people. Dirty Harry says, hi, Chris. My first message to you. Thanks for all the advice. You've helped me to keep me motivated in code. No problem at all. Thank you for even watching. All right, guys. I got to go head out. Thank you guys for watching. You guys will probably see this on the vlog number 62 possibly. Here is my camera. I recorded everything on here. Maybe you guys could see it. Probably not, but I'm on here. You guys on here. Say what's up, everyone. Say what's up. You guys will be on the vlog. All right, guys. Yes, Adam. Actually, good point. Before I end, Adam says a combo boot camps, free, paid, and self-taught help can go you faster. Yes, but when you do go through boot camp, all your attention has to be focused in the boot camp because they tend to be very intense as well. All right, guys, gotta go. I actually have Bible study, so love you all. I'm gonna head out. Again, thank you for watching. This is Krishan. This is the Life Web Developer. And if you guys haven't yet, please make sure to subscribe. Make sure to like the video. Always appreciate that. Love you all. Bye.